All right, it's saying I'm live. Hello there, Valerie Walton here, coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington, D.C. And you already know that if you ever look for me when I'm not here on YouTube, that you can go to valeriewalton.com to find all the latest great news. And there's a launch coming out real soon, so can't wait for that. Now, I want to talk to you today about making money online with network marketing and this age-old question of what should I offer people? What exactly should I be promoting? Should I promote my products or promote the business opportunity? So that's what I'm going to get into. Now, you know the deal, a little bit of housekeeping rules. Oh, wait, can you hear me? Oh, God, I don't want to do that again. That's what I'm going to get into. Now, you know the deal, a little bit of housekeeping rules. Okay, you can hear me. I just need to make sure because my mic was blinking. Okay. So anyway, few housekeeping rules, you know what to do. If you are a returning visitor, you know to go ahead and say hello to me in the comment section, in the chat section. And for those of you that are watching the replay, then of course you put in hashtag replay. Now, if you're watching me live, you know that it's going to take me a little minute just to make sure that I put in the information in the description box that makes it easier for you to follow along. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So I like to duplicate this so I can still see you once I'm done. And then I need to come in here and we need to edit this. But for some reason, it's not letting me click edit, which is really weird. I am logged in as myself, right? This is so crazy. Okay, looks like I'll be doing that after the video then. Hello, Peter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to see you. All right. Now, this is actually a simple question to answer when you really think about it. Okay, so when it comes to promoting, right? When it comes to promoting, you are not actually going to promote either one. You're not going to promote products on social media. You're not going to promote your business opportunity on social media. What ends up happening when people do that is, well, it's spam. And then they wonder why, oh my God, why are people not, why aren't people clicking on my stuff? Why aren't they checking me out? Why are people running from me every time I approach them? A really great example of this that I've been seeing lately, and I'm not trying to bash any one specific niche, but I see this a lot in this particular niche, and that's people that are in Bitcoin and Forex. If I were to go somewhere right now on Facebook, just one platform, just on Facebook alone, if I were to go there and look at various people that associate themselves with Bitcoin and Forex, oh my God, that's all you see on their profile. And it really sucks, unfortunately, right? And I don't think that they're doing this to purposely annoy people. I think they are really excited about their business and they really want to be able to get some results and they really want to be able to help people as well as make money. And that's all wonderful. But if you want to get to that goal, you can't spam. So the problem is a lot of people don't realize that spamming is exactly what they're doing. They think spam is saying the exact same thing over and over and over again, when spam is you trying to push your offer onto people, right, repeatedly, when nobody asked you. Right? Nobody asked, nobody requested the information, and you're just putting out your products and the business opportunity, and you're doing that repeatedly. Just because your post looks different and you use a different picture and you used a few different words from the copy paste post they gave you, just because you're doing those things does not make it any less spam. So that's the sucky part, because people are like, oh, damn, I didn't know that. And see, that's why, I love to be able to talk about things with you like the Money Getting Bootcamp that we're focused on, which starts on September 30th. It allows you to be able to figure out, well, if that's not what I should be doing, what should I be doing? And how can I be secure in knowing that what I'm going to learn in this bootcamp is legit? And we answer that right up front. When you've seen the documented amounts of income that the folks who are going to be the head trainers of this boot camp have earned, That's a no-brainer. It's a freaking no-brainer. And that's showing what they earned out of just one stream of income. So imagine if you started to learn some of these tips for yourself, if you started to pick up on some of these skill sets yourself, because it's the skills that pay the bills. It's the skills that pay the bills. And if you're not posting with a certain level of skill, you're going to find yourself spamming and not making any commissions from that. And when people say it's a numbers game, let me just give you my take on this. When people say it's a numbers game, I feel like that's a cop out. It's a cop out for you taking responsibility of your business and having a clear strategy in place with a clear goal. And it's not taking responsibility for having a system in place so that you're operating your business professionally and efficiently daily. So to say, well, the only reason why you keep getting rejected, you know what I'm saying, is because it's a numbers game. That's bullshit. That's bull. And I hate the fact that people use that as a cop out. I hate that uplines do that to people, because then the person thinks, oh, shit, it's me. It's me. Right? It's I got to get out here and just talk to even more people with the same level of crap. Right? So I've actually done training on this before. Maybe I'll point you to it if I can find it, because I don't think I did it on YouTube. I might have done it on Facebook. If I can't find it, I'll just do the training again. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But I did a quick demonstration of what it looks like if you treat your business with that go for no attitude versus if you treat your business with a go for yes attitude, and you have an actual system in place and a strategy in place, how much different that could be. Talking to the same amount of people. So doing it the go for no way versus the go for yes way, talking to the same amount of people, how much more you multiply your income going for yes and building a skill set. Okay. So anyway, let me get off the soapbox, child. So talking about, what do you promote when you're online? This is why branding yourself is so important, because when you're online, I need some water. When you're online, or when you are using social media to market your business or whatever, when you're doing that marketing, when you're doing that promoting, what you're promoting is you, because you are your business, right? So I've used this example before in previous videos that I've been doing in all these different series and things, where I talked about a real world example of this. Okay. So just a quick recap of it. Back when I was a hairstylist, right? I sold products. I was basically an affiliate marketer and didn't even know, because I was able to sell products and make a profit off of products that I didn't create myself. I was in partnership, right? Contracted with a company where they gave me the products wholesale so that I could sell it retail and make a profit. When I sold those products, I did not go and set out to say, hey, everybody, I got some products. You want some? You want some shampoo? Listen, this is moisturizing shampoo. Do you have dry hair? Listen, don't matter if you do or you don't, just buy this. Like, I didn't do that crap. Hey, buy this hairspray. Get this conditioner. Buy this flat iron. That's not how you sell stuff. It just doesn't work that way, right? And besides, that was not my business, right? If I was selling, I don't know, if I was selling design essentials, if I was selling Redken, if I was selling Moroccan oil products, I didn't go around saying, hey, y'all, I own Moroccan oil. That, number one, that'd be a lie. I don't own Moroccan oil. Moroccan oil is not my business. So we have to stop saying that our network marketing company is our business, because it's not. That's not your business. Your business is the business you decided to start when you decided to become a network marketer. Unfortunately, many people completely missed that. They missed that step, and they didn't realize that that is actually what they were doing. Step number one was saying, I choose to have a home-based business. All right. How you run your business is where the network marketing part came in. So instead of you creating your own products to help solve a problem for your target audience, You are facilitating a solution to your target audience through the company, but it's not your company though, right? So then what is your business? Your business is what you bring to the table. What are some of your strengths, your skills, your talents, your accomplishments that you get to bring to people as a way to help them solve their problems, that is in alignment with the products that you're going to give to further facilitate the solution to them. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. As a hairstylist, my business was not Moroccan oil products. My business was me. I was the business. I provided hairstyling services to people. Now, I could be like most hairstylists out here and be a general practitioner, but people that just generally know stuff, have a general skill set, get paid much less than the people that have a specialty. This is why it's important for you to figure out what you bring to the table. This is why it's important to know what your brand is and develop that. Because if you're not doing that and you're just out here just posting shit, like you're just posting, you have a business where you basically just throw noodles up on the wall to see if it sticks. There's no real strategy there. There's nothing that you can measure there in order to improve your business doing that. Just flying by the seat of your pants. That's not a business, not a successful one, and not one that's going to be sustainable. So if you want a sustainable business, if you want to be able to, create a legacy and all that and change generational wealth gap, and you want to do all of that stuff, you're going to have to start branding you, and you got to figure out who you are. Now, what's really great is I did a workshop back in the spring of this year, it's about March, and I did a whole series of workshops. I did 6 workshops back to back. Now, some people found me in that place at the right time and got themselves a ticket and got themselves a great discounted ticket to be able to attend all 6 workshops. If you missed it, do not worry, because I am bringing it back. Now, my goal is to bring it back in the form of a course, and possibly sometime in the future also do a live workshop around these as well. But there were 6 of them. There was a series, because you've got to realize that your business is a process. You have to go through certain steps. If you try to skip steps, you're going to stumble and fall. I don't want you to stumble and fall. Do you? Right? You're going to stumble, you're going to fall, you're going to hurt yourself, bust your knee. Who wants to do that? Nobody want to do that. Right? So instead, I walk you through a very simple process if you do it one step at a time and stop trying to do it all. Okay. So yes, branding is very important. And so in order to brand yourself well, you got to learn you. You have to really get to know who you are as a person so that you can develop who you are as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a problem solver, because that's what entrepreneurs are. We solve problems for people, or we help them solve it themselves. That's how that works. How we do it, that's the other part that comes after. But you have to be clear on who you are and how you help them. If you are not clear, then you're definitely going to want to show up for the money making boot camp we got, because we're going to show you how to do that. Right. And if you missed the boot camp, because it starts in a couple of days, child, it starts on the 30th. If you didn't get your ticket, you missed it. But we still have the level 1 workshop coming up in October as well. Right. And as soon as my website's launched, you'll be able to see the calendar dates and all that good stuff. So get excited for that, because this way you'll always be in the know and you won't miss out, and you can plan for this stuff. Okay. Because I always have something good for you going down. Okay. So you definitely want to promote yourself. You're not going to promote the products or the business opportunity unless you like to look like a spammer and you like to chase people away, and you like to continue getting rejected all the time, and you like to actually spend more money in your business than you're making, which causes you to be in the red to the point that you are upset, stressed out, depressed. If you like doing that, then sure, go and do it the way that the uplines have been telling you to do it. Don't listen to me anymore. Get off. Don't even watch the rest of this video. But, but if you do like to earn money in your business and you like to do it with ease, right? You don't want to struggle, you tired of doing all of that, you're ready to actually have a breakthrough, then listen up to what I'm telling you. Okay. So you start off with that, right? Who am I? What do I even bring to the table? And what is my, because that's going to become your specialty, right? So for me, what am I just naturally good at or naturally curious about, interested in, that I study constantly, that I could bring to the table? So like I said, I wasn't just a general practitioner when it came to being a cosmetologist. I specialized, and I specialized in chemistry and trichology, because these are things that are super important, especially within the Black community. We want to take care of our hair, all that good stuff. But I noticed that with trichology, which is the study of hair and scalp disorders, I noticed that one of the main causes, especially in Black women, now I do all, I did, I don't do it anymore. I did all ethnicities when it came to hair, and I did it well, right? I had everyone coming to me. But I noticed with, with Black women in particular, a lot of times their hair and scalp issues came from over processed or under processed chemicals, because again, they were going to general practitioners who did not have a specialty in chemistry and were doing it wrong, which then caused these women to have these long-term effects because of it, right? And that's how the trichology and the chemistry came hand in hand. So my business was not the product. My business was the fact that I helped solve their problem of their hair or scalp disorders. Or again, I also had chemistry. So if they wanted some kind of a chemical service and they wanted it done right so they can keep their hair on their head and stay healthy, then they would come to me for that. Now, chemical services done right by a specialist is not cheap. And I'm not cheap, okay? I'm worthy and valuable, honey. And so I charged, right? So I would charge like $200-300 just for the chemical service itself, and it didn't include everything else. And I'm saying that because when you find the value within yourself, you will not be ashamed or afraid to charge what you know that you're worth, because you know that you're worth it. Okay. So that's why that's important. Make sure you start figuring out who you are and what you bring to the table, how you want to be able to help people, what you want to specialize in. So all of that. And again, if you need my help, reach out to me so that we can start a process to get you going, to get the results that you want. Okay. And then after that, when you do go out here and you post, you need to remember that when you're on social media posting, again, you're not posting about your products or your services. You are posting not about the solution, because that's what the products and the business opportunity and even the specialty that you have, that is the solution part. People aren't attracted to the solution unless they need the solution. So how do you start attracting the right people to your products and your business opportunity without talking about your products or your business opportunity? Here's how you do it. You start talking about the problem that you and your products and the business opportunity solves. Start talking about the problem, not the solution. Because when it comes to marketing your business, right, marketing you've got to start getting social. That's a requirement. And that's why social media is perfect for marketing, right? This is how you can go online and be on Facebook and not have to break Facebook's rules. You don't have to use your personal profile as a business page and then get in trouble and then end up in Facebook jail and lose your account. No, because you're not selling on your business page. You're marketing on your business page. I'm sorry, business page, on your personal profile. Sorry, I got business page stuck in my head. So you're not selling on your personal profile at all. Therefore, you're not breaking their rules. You're going to market on there. And in order to market, you have to get social. You're going to have conversations with people. What are you going to have those conversations about? About their problem, not about the solution. Because see, when you approach people and all you want to talk about is the solution, 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 that's very self-oriented. That's very self-focused. If you're too busy focusing on yourself, people are not going to see what's in it for them, because you didn't take the time to show them, because you were too busy being occupied with you. Hey, y'all, I got a solution. I got a solution. Okay, for what? How's that supposed to help me out? Right? So instead, what you want to do is talk about the problem. You know that saying, misery loves company? Well, it's true. Okay. And one of the ways that you can attract people to you that are in your target audience is by having a discussion, talking about their problems. So, for example, if you are in health and wellness and you have a great weight loss product, you're not going to talk about the fact that you have a weight loss product. You're going to talk about the problem that people have with weight loss. That's going to be your main focus. Okay. Just like if you wanted to sell a drill, you wouldn't talk about the drill. You wouldn't talk about the drill. You would be talking about the fact that a person needs a hole put in this piece of wood. Person needs a hole put in the wall, and they need it done with ease. They need it done without breaking their hands. They need it done. That's what you're going to talk about, their problem, not the solution. Now, once you're done talking about the problem, right? Because the whole reason why you're addressing a problem in the first place is to spark up a conversation, a dialogue between yourself and your target audience. So when you do that, right, when you start talking about the problem and inviting them to come and talk to you about it, well, that's what's going to happen. Now, this is not necessarily going to happen overnight. For some people, it actually does, but not for everyone. So how do you start getting people to talk to you? How do you start getting people to comment on your posts and message you and reach out to you? You do it by proving to them, because it's your responsibility as the entrepreneur to do this part. You need to prove to them that you're trustworthy. You need to prove to them that you're dependable. You need to prove to them that you are there for them and you're not some kind of fly by night. Here today, gone tomorrow, child. Ain't never going to see you again. Because nobody wants to give their money to someone that they do not trust. No trust, no transaction. It's not going to happen ever. It's just not. And so since that is the case, it is up to you to prove to them that they can trust you so that you can have that transaction. And then have it again and again and again from that same person. So I've said this before. Some of y'all heard the motivational wake-up call I did last week, where I was talking about how marketing and sales is like foreplay and climaxing during sex. Yes, I did. I said it. Okay. So if you missed that call, you gotta reach out to me. I'll be happy to show you where you can get the replay. But it's very important, right? If you're going to involve yourself in the physical act of love, right? There's some certain mechanical things need to happen. Okay. Certain things need to happen. Men, you know what I'm talking about, right? So if certain things don't happen, I guess we ain't never going to get to that climax, right? There has to be some form of the foreplay. Something's got to happen. If it's just sitting there like a noodle, there's nothing going to happen, right? So, and the same thing for women. Some things got to happen. It's all mechanical. It is the same thing when it comes to marketing and sales. If you want to get the sale, you got to market first, because marketing is the foreplay. Marketing is what gets people in the mood to buy, gets them in the mood for that climax of a purchase, of a transaction. So that is super duper important. And this is why it goes so much deeper than, what do I offer? What do I promote? What do I talk about online? Is products or it's so much deeper than that. And anybody who hasn't told you, it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't care about you. It's probably because they haven't stopped to really think about what makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense that you're not going to go around chasing people up and down the Facebook streets, right? The streets of the Facebook community in order to find people. You're not going door to door. That stuff does not work anymore, right? There's just too much information running around all over the world now, thanks to the internet. So things that might have worked, maybe if you played your numbers right, they're not as effective today. And there are things in the alternative that are so much better and more effective for you. But one thing that is tried and true is conversation, inviting people into a conversation with you. So every post that you put out should be a post that invites people into a conversation. If all you're doing is just saying something, you're just making a declaration, that doesn't help anybody but you, right? Even if you say something inspirational, right, where you don't really have a call to action, there's still a soft call to action in there. Because if you do it right, when you inspire folks, they will feel inspired to tell you that and to talk to you about how what you said touched them and what it means to them. So every post that you put out should be an invitation to a conversation. Write that down. Okay. So really important that you do that. And if you need help with getting better at posting so that you can attract your target audience to you and not just any old Tom, Dick, and Harry who ain't really trying to buy nothing anyway, they're just a bunch of tire kickers and you sitting up there frustrated because you feel like they wasted your time and now you don't even like network marketing no more and you're ready to quit and you just gonna go back to your job because you knew it was a scam the whole time. Damn. If you don't want to go through that, then I have an amazing 5-day challenge for you called Posting for Profits to show you how to do it right. And when you go through this challenge and you see how simple it is, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, well, just slap my cheeks and call me Susie. Who knew? That's how cool it's going to be. Tazological. Hello. Yes, there are plenty of ways for you to get in touch with me. Now, Taza, I need you to have a little patience with me because for some reason I could not get into the description box right now to have everything ready like I normally do for you to be able to click on and follow along with me. So immediately after this live, I am going to update the description box. And when I do, you'll be able to see all of the different ways that you can get in contact with me online. Okay. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I even have my website, which invites you to be able to get on my newsletter. Now, my newsletter, people that are on my email list, if you thought this information was good, oh my God, you're gonna love being on my newsletter. Okay, so make sure that you get on my email list. So much is coming. Like I can't even. So yes, you can get in contact with me through social media or through my email, because once you're on my email list, we can email each other back and forth. And when you have questions or you need me or something like that, you can always email me. So much easier. You said no problem at all. Found your social media and I'll be on your site. Cool. Awesome. And I'm just going to let you know now, my site is under construction, but I still have left the availability for you to be able to get on my newsletter and then we can chat. Okay. And please don't forget about the bootcamp that I have coming up. So you just want to go to valeriewalton.com/bootcamp. Go straight there. Okay, perfect. All right. Now what else was I going to tell you about this? So yeah, if you focus more on talking about the problems that your products and services and your business opportunity solves, you're going to be much better off. You're going to have people flocking towards you saying, oh my gosh, I loved what you said. I felt like you were talking directly to me. As a matter of fact, that is how I earned my very first commission online. My very first commission online after a year of struggling. When I was posting my products, because at the time I was selling makeup. Oh my God. It's so funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time because I was hurting for some money, child. I need to make some money. But I had spent a whole year posting about my products, and I didn't make a dime that year. Fast forward, I finally learned more about attraction marketing. I learned more personal growth and development. I learned more business skills, online business skills, which turned me into a home-based business coach, a certified one. So my first commission, a lady had seen me doing a Facebook Live and she messaged me the second I was done with my Facebook Live. And she said, Valerie, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I found you, but I'm so glad that I did, because I'm over in the UK and you're in the States. But you know, I found your Facebook Live, and when I did, I felt like you were talking directly to me and me only. I don't know what you do, but I want to be a part of it. Can you send me a link? Child, you could have knocked me down with a feather, child. Oh, Lord, let me fan. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. So I almost cried had it not been for the fact that I got scared. Because I was like, oh no, now what do I do? She wants a link. Which link? What do I give her? Right? I started freaking out. I was panicking. And I almost talked myself out of the sale. I almost talked her out of getting that link because what I said to her was, wouldn't you like to get something for free first instead? You want to come to this free training on Wednesday instead first? Child. She said, listen, I'll come to the free training on Wednesday too, but I really want the link. I still want to work with you. I want to start now. I said, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. I was so happy that I didn't mess that up for myself. But those are the types of self-sabotaging things that come from your mindset. There is nothing I can teach you, right? There's nothing I can teach you that's going to be effective for you if your mindset is not in alignment with the things that I teach, right? So there I was learning and growing as a person, and I almost missed it because I almost allowed myself to sabotage my own success. So this is why mindset's so important too, okay? So anyway, that was my first commission ever online. And I was so excited because it was so easy and it gave me so much hope. And the next thing you know, here I am sitting with you, certified online business coach, happily married because of my home business. Great kids, they're adults now, and I'm so proud of them. They have their own businesses. Like, this is the kind of life that I dreamed about when I made the decision to start network marketing, start a home-based business. And maybe you're thinking something similar. Maybe it's not all about the money. The money's great. Don't get me wrong, profitpreneurs out here. Okay. The money's great, but there's more to it than that. There's a sense of fulfillment in life. There's a sense of igniting a passion from the inside out that you can now live out. There's a sense of security and stability that in these days it's really tough to know what's up or down, right? Because with everything that's happened the past 2 years now, it's almost 2 years now, it's been kind of crazy, right? And a lot of people who once thought they were financially stable have discovered they are not. And so to be able to create your own stability, create your own independence, create your own economy, it's a really great feeling to have. To be able to set an example for your children, like I was able to do for mine, and show them that they can live like that and be free to do whatever they wanted to do, right? Like, that's big. And that's more than I could ever even think to put a price tag on for, right? The peace of mind, right? Not having the stress of, oh no, I don't have enough money for this and I can't live life the way I want because I don't have the money and da-da-da. Like, to not have to feel like that anymore. And I'm not making millions. Okay, I'm not making millions, not yet. I'm getting there. You're gonna help me, right? We're gonna do this together. We're gonna grow together. Let's grow these subs on my channel. Let's start sharing these videos out to people. But like, that's a big deal. It's a big deal for me. And to be able to make such a big shift in my life, it's my desire to help you do the same thing because it can be done. Let me see who else is on. Dina. Hey, Dina, what's going on? I'm so happy that you're on with me. I would love to become a certified coach all while making money. It is possible. It is possible. And you can totally do that. If you really desire that, you can do that. Show me the money. Want to be able to travel and make money and help women. Great. And the more specific you get, the better your results are going to become. The more specific you get, the universe is like the way that you're able to manifest certain things in life. You want to look at it like when you train a dog, right? If you're trying to teach a dog fetch and you've got a ball, a stick, and a shoe all down on the ground at the same time, and you say, go fetch, the dog is going to look at the stuff on the floor and then look at you, and then look at the stuff on the floor, and then look at you, because he doesn't know which thing you want him to fetch. You know what I mean? So it's like you're going to have to train, and get more specific. What do you want him to fetch? You want me to get you the stick? You want me to get you the shoe? You want me to get you the ball? Which one is it? Do you see that? The more specific you get, the better your results are going to be with that. But that's the whole other video. Okay. All right. Child, I'm getting all excited. Where's the fan? Oh, Lord. Okay, it's out. Hello. And my husband is on. Hi. Okay. So this is why, like I said, it's not really even so much about which one should you promote, the products or the biz op. Now, when it comes to which one should you offer, because I noticed I actually put a typo in the title, which I'll probably go back and change. I asked which one should I offer? And I was talking about which one should you promote. So when it comes to the offer itself, again, this is why you're going from target audience to a prospect, right? Now, there's some steps in between that a lot of people won't tell you. So let's talk about that really quickly, right? But before I get into that, just know this. When you're going from a group of people down to one individual that you're going to talk to, you got to make a certain shift in your mind, okay? So when you're talking about target audience, you got to do a little bit of target market research, right? And you have to at least know what are some of their main problems, concerns, pain points, right? Things they got questions about, so that you will know how to start producing content, right? So again, if you sell weight loss products, your target audience is going to be people who are looking to lose weight, but you want to get even more specific than that. And I've given an example on that many, many times in many other videos. So just go watch that. But if you're trying to offer that, then you need to know some common problems of people looking to lose weight that fit your target audience. And then you're going to talk about those problems in order to attract them to you and start having conversations with you. Now, once you do that, and you have one particular individual who reaches out to you, who may possibly buy your products, it's time to make a shift. You can no longer use that market research anymore. That's in general, that's general terms. But now we're getting specific. So with this person who is in front of you right now, this prospect, now is the time for us to zip the lip and open the ears and let them talk to us and let them tell us their specific pain when it comes to weight loss. What is their particular problem? What do they want? What do they need? What are they trying to get away from? What are they trying to run towards? What is that? That's where the prospecting conversation comes in. And unfortunately, a lot of people get scared because they think, oh my God, I have no idea what I'm going to say in this prospecting conversation. You don't say much of anything in a prospecting conversation. They're doing all the talking. You ever notice when you go to the doctor doesn't do very much talking. It's you. You're doing the talking. Doctor says, what brings you in today? And that's pretty much it until he says, hey, here's the prescription. That's pretty much it, right? Right? Like when you're at the doctor, you got a pain in your knee. Doctor says, hey, what brings you in today? And you're like, well, doc, my knee's been hurting for about a week now. And I tried to take some painkillers and that didn't work. I took some Tylenol, then I took some ibuprofen. It just wasn't working. So then I tried to do some stretches and stuff like that. Then I tried to take it easy. I put some ice on. I tried all different kinds of things. And you know what? None of that worked. Right? We're going on and on and on. The doctor's just sitting there like this. Right? That's what the doctor does. And this doctor is getting paid multiple six figures to sit there and go, right? By the time you're done, the doctor may do a little something like this. Okay, let me check your knee real quick. A little squeeze on the knee, a little rub. Does it hurt here? Does it hurt here? And you're like, yes. Okay, right? And then it's like, okay, here's a prescription for you. See ya. And you're out the door. Who did most of the talking? You. Right? So in prospecting, you are the doctor because you're the one with the solution. You're the one with the prescription pad. Hello. So you're not doing much talking. It's the prospect who is the patient. They're the ones with the pain. They're the ones who are going to tell you what kind of pain, so you can determine whether or not you've got the prescription for that. If you don't force it. Could you imagine if the doctor only could write a prescription for Percocet and all you've got is a minor headache? And the doctor says, I think I got a solution for you. And writes you a prescription for that anyway. How pissed would you be to find out, wait a second, I don't need anything near this strong to help me with what, you get what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that to people. So which one should you offer? Depends on them. What you give them what they want. When I go to a McDonald's drive-thru, and again, this is another example I use all the time. When I go to a McDonald's drive-thru, Chick-fil-A, whatever, Starbucks, whatever, child. But when I go to the drive-thru, nobody is trying to convince me to buy something from them because I'm already there to buy. Nobody is trying to change my order and recommend something in place of what I told them I want. Could you imagine, right? If I go to McDonald's, I say I want a number 2, right? I want the quarter pounder meal, large. And they tell me, no, no, you don't. You want a salad. Pull around to the front, please, because that's what I'm going to sell you. Chad, do you know how fast I would pull out of that drive-thru? Right? Because that's not what I need right now. That's not what I want. That's not what I desire. And so for you, when you're trying to offer something, remove yourself from the equation and be an open ear and a shoulder, right? And an open heart, and give the people what they want. If you don't know, if you have no idea what they want, that's when you ask a question or two here and there so that they can clarify that for you, which helps you help them. This is the way that you do it. And again, if you need help with this part of your business building, it is a great idea for you to go to valeriewalton.com/bootcamp and get yourself a ticket to this bootcamp. And again, if you're going to miss the bootcamp, then we have a virtual workshop that will be perfect for you, where in 3 days, you could learn what took me 5 years to learn. In 3 days, you could learn everything about me that makes me the coach that I am today. You could do that. But in the boot camp, you're actually going to learn from my actual mentors. So if you like the way that I teach and you like the way that I break stuff down, you're going to love them because that's where I learned it from. Okay. So there you go. But yeah, when you're going to offer things, you do not make an offer until it is clear what the person wants, what they told you they want, right? Because when I go to that McDonald's drive-thru and I ask for the quarter pounder meal and they say, oh, okay, well, that's exactly what we're going to give you. Pull around. I will happily pull out my wallet. I will happily pull out my credit card, and I will happily hand it over. I don't feel like I've been scammed. I don't feel like, it was a terrible experience. I don't feel worse about myself than when I first got there. I feel better because now I'm no longer hungry. I'm about to be full. Okay. So it is the value in that. That's what you want to do. So it's not really about you choosing, what you want to offer them, right? You can select a menu, if you will, a menu of offers for people. But in order to figure out what's going to be the best thing to deliver to them, the best thing to serve them with, they're going to have to open up their mouths and tell you. And that's why a prospecting conversation is so important. So I may need to come back to go deeper into how a prospecting conversation should go, because it should be very seamless. And if you do it the way that I teach it, it will be. Oh, by the way, I just realized I'm teaching this very thing about the art, the beauty, and the science of prospecting. Next month, I have been asked to be a part of a virtual summit. Somebody asked me to be one of their speakers, and we had an amazing interview over the weekend. And I would be excited for you to come and participate in that as well, because I don't want you to just come for me and hear me. I want you to be able to get as much great value from as many of the speakers as possible. So as more information about that starts to roll out, I'll be sure to update you on that too. Okay. And Dina says, I'm in that boot camp. It's going to be fire. Exactly. So it really is. And I'm very excited for it because of that. Like, I know each and every one of those leaders personally, those mentors, and they're dear friends of mine. And I love and respect them so much for just all of the generosity that each and every one of them has. It makes me laugh when I hear people say, well, money changes people, and people with a lot of money are selfish people and greedy people. Because I'm like, who the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Because I believe that money just enhances who you already are. And fortunately, I was able to be placed. I just feel like the hands of God just picked me up and placed me in the right place because I asked him to. And I've been placed in the midst of a beautiful community of entrepreneurs who are so generous with their time and their attention and their knowledge, their skill set, their expertise. They're just so giving in so many ways. And if you really want to learn the secrets of the folks that are having some tremendous success, including my pal Ray Higdon, he's going to be there too at this boot camp. So make sure that you grab your ticket now before the prices either go up or it goes away, because it starts September 30th. Okay. All right. So it's 6:00 now. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, you know me, I'll be back. I'll answer questions. If you got a question, pop it up there in the chat, in the comment section. I will be happy to answer it for you. And as promised, I will also place the links to everything that I mentioned in this video today inside of the description box. So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me this past almost hour. And I will see you tomorrow, back again live at 5.